right, let's test this skin out here in Warzone. On the left is the new skin, and on the right is the OG Roze skin. And when you look at that, is finally here. What people are calling the Roze 3.0 skin has finally been added to Vanguard and Warzone today with the new update. Violet Stealth Pro Pack Tracer Pack, Slip Through the Shadows with a Tracer Pack, Violet Stealth Pro Pack, Neon Purple Tracers, and more. This is actually one of the DLC operators, so we're going to be able to level this up once we get it. Look at that. This skin might be hard to see in the dark, but it is very slick too. That is sick. And I always love leveling up a new operator. Got some glow sticks, some tactical glow sticks on the side. Overall, very cool. Kind of looks like one of the new Cold War bundles we got as well. We're going to be testing this out as always in Warzone and in Vanguard, MP, and Zombies. Then we've got some blueprints here. This being for the PTRS, or the anti-tank rifle. That looks sick. It's got a glowing bayonet on it. Dude, I want to see what this looks like with camos. If that purple line stays with camos, that is going to look sick with gold Damascus and all that other stuff. Oh, not Damascus. You know what I meant. DM Ultra, and Dark Aether. Then one for the SMG for the MP40 here. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have as much. Ooh, it's got a little bit of glowing line at the top. Not as much glow on this. Still looking fairly sick, and both those comes with tracer fires. Then we got this calling card right here. We got this sticker. We got this watch here. Does it light up? No. Very, very basic watch. We got this emblem, and it does come with 2,400 COD points after you pay the $20. And there we go. Purchase. Give me those sweet, sweet items. Here's what the skin looks like in the menu, and none of the light up parts on the skin itself seem to be lighting up in the menu. The weapon does. If you look at the weapon, you can see it's nice and bright. However, the operator skin, it's really dull for the LEDs on it. Okay, this looks so much better than what I thought it would. This is the PTRS, or the anti-tank rifle in game. The skin's definitely lighting up here. Dude, this might look insane with camos. It's very futuristic looking. Look at the scope. The scope's got like a triangle to it. Even the bayonet lights up. Yeah, we're definitely going to pack a punch this. Let's test out the tracer fire. So it's like a purple mist / electric. You know, for bundle weapons that come with like an ultra operator skin, this is, we can't pull up the hands. All right, we are going to pull out and check out the hands, but we got to spawn with a different weapon to do that. First order of business is pack a punch in this thing. Oh, it's got a bayonet too, so we can stamp zombies with the light up bayonet. I have a feeling this thing's gonna look fantastic with pack a punch camos. Go ahead and, well, I have never been so wrong in my life. This is, yeah, apparently there's no coverage for this. So if you put, it's probably going to look the same with DM Ultra and Dark Aether. Maybe it will look a little bit different when we head into Warzone. But as for Vanguard, there is no camo coverage. But it still does look kind of sick. But yeah, all three Pack-a-Punch tiers are going to look exactly like this. And what do you know? The MP40 seems to be broken. The light up parts on the MP40 don't light up. Hopefully they fix that in the future. Usually they do fix issues like this, because this is clearly bugged out. All the other parts of the skin glow, the sniper glow, maybe this will work in Warzone, but the MP40 glow is non-existent, making this blueprint kind of a complete L. I don't see any reason to rock this. There's way better MP40 skins, and maybe they'll fix it though. However, the tracer fire does work on it, and the tracer fire on a full auto weapon with this, pretty sick in a dark map like Zombies. Let's go ahead and get a better look at the hands, and we throw away a melee weapon. There we go. So these are what the hands look like. Probably not the best hands in Vanguard, but still definitely noticeable compared to most hands that you can't notice. I do like these ones quite a bit, and if we punch, we get to see a little bit better view of the lights and stuff. Let's go ahead and test out the camos in a brighter environment. Once again, it looks like even in the MP lobby, the lighting on the MP40 does not work. Let's head into a darker area just to test. And yeah, MP40 seems to be broken. No light up effects on it whatsoever. However, the PTRS, or the anti-tank rifle, still looking fantastic, even in a bright environment. We are going to see if camos work on it. Pack-a-Punch camos, unfortunately, didn't work, and we're not even going to test out Pack-a-Punch camos with the MP40 because it doesn't light up in the first place to begin with. As always, if you guys want to see fully in-depth bundle reviews like the one right here, make sure to follow our page. We go over all the notable and main important bundles in any of the games, see how they look. So here is the gold camo on the anti-tank rifle, and yeah, it has nothing to show for it. So camos don't cover the anti-tank rifle at all. The mask for it is completely broken. And then when it comes to the MP40, it completely covers the gun, and you don't get to see any of the light up effects, but that's because the light up effects on the MP40 don't work in the first place. We're not going to go through all the camos because the same thing's going to happen. All the camos in the MP40 are going to look like the default version, and all the camos in the PTRS are not going to work. And here's what the Roze 3.0 skin looks like in a brighter environment. Still definitely super noticeable, but then again, in this bright of environment, you're not going to be able to hide any skin. Let's take it into a darker environment and see if you get any sort of advantage with it. Okay, so yeah, safe to say it is kind of hard to see this skin. As I backed up, I lost track of the skin, and I thought the person I had hiding here went away and moved. No, the skin's still there. I think in Vanguard and darker environments, yeah, you do got the glowing pink areas, but they're not that bright. From a distance, like if you were running playing MP, this is what it would look like, right? How many people are gonna notice that? I wouldn't have seen that. I would not. Look at that. Yeah, I kind of see it because I know it's there, but if you were just playing, how many of you guys would actually see the skin there in the corner? I think for Vanguard, this is definitely a Roze skin, but is it going to be just as powerful in Warzone? Because look at that. That's a normal body. That's what a normal operator skin would look like. That is so much more noticeable, that body on the ground, compared to the skin. Look at that difference there. So safe to say, I think you are going to get a little bit of advantage with this Roze 3.0 skin. So let's go ahead and take care of... Oh, am I out of bullets? What? Can I not? Okay, let's go ahead, take care of that. And it looks like they did fix it. That player right there was not on PC and I'm on PC. So it looks like in Vanguard, at least with Pro Packs, the other person does not have to be on the same console for you to see it. So all players on all platforms will see you as this skin if you do buy it, which was not how Pro Packs previously worked in Cold War and previous Call of Duties. Now let's go ahead and see what happens when you start taking attachments off of this blueprint here. A lot of times it pretty much makes the blueprint unidentifiable compared to the base version, but when you take all the attachments off the PTRS, regardless the attachments you're using, you're gonna have this glowing part right here. I guess we'll do it for the MP40 as well, even though it seems to be broken. So if you take off all the attachments for the MP40 and run your own attachments, this is what you're gonna be left with, this little part right here. You do need this stock. This right here, which stock was it? It was the first one, the 3mm folding. Yeah, that adds all this lighting effects. You get rid of that, and it turns into this. And here's the Roze 3.0 skin in the Warzone menu. Once again, looks just like it did in Vanguard. Let's go ahead, test out the weapons with camo, see if they look a little bit better in this game. So this, ooh, okay, so in the Warzone version, the camos on the MP40, you can actually see them past that, so we'll have to load it in game with a few of those. What about the PTRS? Do they fix the camo coverage for the PTRS in Warzone? Unfortunately, no. So camos don't apply on this whatsoever, and doesn't matter because the anti-tank rifle is one of the weapons that are bugged out for me in Warzone. So I do have all these camos unlocked, but they just can't be used. Okay, before we look at the skin, let's go ahead and give the weapons a test. It does look like the MP40 is actually glowing in Warzone, so that's nice to see. And the PTRS, ooh, this just look, even though they're both glowing, look at this. This one's like a light pink, which is kind of cool, but then you pull out the PTRS. Dude, this look, the PTRS is still just the dub. It looks so much cooler. It definitely matches the skin. And then you pull out the MP40 and it's just a different color completely. All right, let's test the skin out here in Warzone. On the left is the new skin and on the right is the OG Roze skin. Which one do you think is more noticeable? This skin is way better than the current state of Roze. Like, look at that. Let's get a little bit closer. We are going to test it out in a dark environment as well. But yeah, this is the Roze skin, the original one, and this is the new skin. It does have these pink LEDs on it, but they're super not noticeable. Like, you're not going to notice it at all. Once again, this is not a PC account, so no matter what platform you buy this on, whether you're playing Warzone or Vanguard, everyone's going to see it. Dude, we got to test this in a dark environment. This skin is probably gonna become meta here in Warzone. Now let's test out the skins in a medium lit up zone. So these are both of the skins here, and they're both kind of hard to see. This one kind of matches the stone a little bit, the Roze one, but even still, like it's definitely noticeable which skin just blends in more in all the environments. This really dark matte black one. And now testing the skin in one of the darkest spots we could find. On the left, we've got the brand new skin in the bundle, and on the right, we got the old OG Roze skin. And once again, this one would definitely be what I saw last. Like if I was running by real quick, let's do a quick little run by test. Well, his gun's pink and obviously he's a little pink, but if we were gonna run by really quickly, I don't know. Actually, I think at close range, I think I kind of noticed this one a little bit more on the quick run by. Because a lot of environments when you're gonna be running by, I think, but then again, he does got purple weapons for his front and his back. Like that PTRS really shows off. But I think in most environments, this skin right here is going to be one of the harder skins in the entire game to see. I really do, even with like the pink neon, because past a certain point, you don't notice the pink at all. I think super close range, this one you might notice a little bit more once you start to see more of the pink, but when you back up and get really far away, I think the Roze skin's definitely way more noticeable. And then as for the camos on the MP40, we're only going to show off the gold because unfortunately you don't really get a good look at the light up parts once you start putting camos on it. So you do get to see a little bit of the barrel here. Then we've got the tracer fire, which still looks cool. Ooh, actually in the dark areas looks cool. It pretty much looks exactly like it did in Vanguard, so nothing too much to write about. But that right there is the ultra violet pro pack, and I do think this is going to see some wide adoption here in Warzone as the new Roze 3.0 skin, which people are calling, because it really is less noticeable. Like right here in this open daylight environment, I just see the Roze skin right away, whereas this skin, if he didn't have a name above it, I feel like I would struggle to see it. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you want to see any more bundle reviews like this, anytime they release a notable bundle in any of the Call of Duty games, we do an in-depth review guide just like you watched here. We test everything out in whatever game, and we also test it out in Warzone with camos, all that stuff. Let me know how you feel about this pro pack. Are you going to buy it? I think pro packs are more worth it now that all platforms can see it. It used to be you could only see it on the platform you bought it on. So if you bought it on PC, only PC players would play or would be able to see it. But yeah, this is not a PC account and you can see it clear as day. So let me know if you're going to get it, what your favorite part of the bundle is. I think everyone's going to say the skin. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.